Hello and welcome to this special interview. My name is Azza Al-Ali, and today we are interviewing Meghan Gregonis in the AURAK TV studio. Meghan Gregonis is the United States Consul General in Dubai. She's been a career member of the U.S. Senior Foreign Service before she came to the UAE. Meghan was the U.S. Consul General in Munich, Germany. She completed her graduate studies at Temple University and earned professional certifications from the University of Southern California. She also supported the two largest in-person U.S. delegations and the first virtual delegation to the Munich Security Conference. Welcome, Meghan, to our AURAK studio. We are so happy to have you here. So as you know, we live in a really globalized world with different cultures, and exploring is always like a really good option, especially nowadays. So in your perspective, what role can international exchange play in shaping a student's life?
Well, thanks. First, Azza, thank you very much for hosting me. I'm so excited to be here at AURAK, and I understand this is a new studio for you, so I'm excited to be maybe the first official guest. It's very exciting. So the role about international experiences, I think that international experiences can be life-changing. It's really amazing that you and the other students are pursuing an American-style education because it's a very practical education. It's an education that really encourages collaboration and teamwork, and also innovation, really always striving to do things better. The international part is really fundamental because it really forces you to look at things from a different perspective. And when you have that opportunity to study overseas, to travel overseas, you look at things differently. And when you try to learn a foreign language, it's also humbling. And it makes you really think about communication and how is it that you want to get your point across to somebody else, and how is it that you find what you have in common. So these are really important, I think, opportunities for people to develop and to really find what they want to do in their lives, whether it's the career or other personal goals that people may have.
Yeah, it's really an interesting point because I also feel like learning languages is like really amazing. So for example, when you travel to a different country and you know their language and they think you don't know their language, it's like a really great feeling. So what are some initiatives of the U.S. Consul Office towards international exchange in the recent years that you have done?
Well, it's a really important part of what we do. At the U.S. Consulate General in Dubai, we cover Dubai and the Northern Emirates. So we're very focused on a couple of key areas. One key area is security. So we work together with our Emirati partners to bring peace and security to the region. It's very important. There are international criminal networks, and of course we work together to make sure that we're countering criminals. We also work, that's one example. We also work to expand economic opportunities. So the US-UAE relationship is a $23 billion trade relationship. So there are 1,500 American companies here in the UAE, and the UAE also invests heavily in the United States. So trade is an important part of the relationship. But you asked me essentially about the people-to-people ties. And in terms of supporting international education, there are 2,000 Emirati students studying in the United States right now on the Emirati government scholarship program. That's a huge number. Tens of thousands of Emirati students have studied in the United States. There are a number of U.S. educational style institutions or U.S. educational institutions here in the UAE, and these are opportunities for us to be working together, to be learning together, working together to find solutions to all kinds of challenges, whether it's looking for the next technology that will be life-saving, whether it's looking for ways that we can solve the climate crisis, for example. When we come together, we're able to do that, and a U.S. education, I think, is key in that as well.
So like you spoke about students and like them traveling abroad. So I want to know from your perspective, how important do you think cultural experience is for students?
I think it's the most important thing.
Yeah.
And honestly, I learned this in a very personal way.
Really?
I went, when I was an undergraduate student, I went to study in Italy. In those days, we didn't have as many opportunities to go all over the world, so I went to Italy, and it completely changed my life. And it inspired me to pursue government service and to pursue diplomacy, because I thought, oh, maybe this is something that I could be good at, representing not just my government, but the American people overseas. And I learned that as an exchange student in Italy at the time. And here I am now as the senior U.S. government representative in Dubai, doing that, looking for opportunities to bring Americans and Emiratis together.
That's really amazing and impressive and so inspiring to all of the students for sure. So speaking of your experience as an exchange student, what do you feel like were the challenging aspects of it and like some rewarding aspects of like living overseas?
I have to say the really hard part was learning a language. Learning a foreign language when you didn't start from a very young age, it's very hard. But it really makes you kind of struggle to learn quickly, to find ways to communicate. And then at the end, you work very hard, and then you get there, and then you're able to communicate in that language. And then once you've acquired a new language, you've got it for your whole life. But it really makes you humble, especially honestly as an American, because I grew up speaking English, and it's easy for us all over the world that people speak English. Well, we should be learning other languages as well. And so I started with Italian. I had studied Latin before. That's not so helpful. I've studied French and German and Arabic as well.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really important because it also, you learn about the culture when you learn the language as well.
And you feel like you get insights into different dialects too.
Yes, yes, which is particularly challenging with Arabic.
Yeah, I agree. So you've been here in the UAE since August 2021, right?
That's right.
Yeah. So tell us, what is like one of the most interesting experience you had since you came here?
Honestly, Ramadan. Ramadan was just amazing. It was really amazing for me to participate in Ramadan. It was such a joyous time of year. Honestly, I was not fasting. I could see how difficult it was for those who were fasting, and I saw how it was a reflective time of year. But I also saw how everyone came together. I was invited into so many Emirati homes during Ramadan.
So
it
happy.
was so special for me as a diplomat, as a guest here. It was very special for me to participate in that very special holiday season.
I'm so glad you got this experience and you really enjoyed it. Thank you so much for being here, and we appreciate your time so much.
Thanks, Azam.
Thank you.
Thank you, and good luck in your studies.
Thank you for watching this exclusive interview. This interview is produced by our mass communication students, School of Arts and Sciences. And don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more insights. Thank you so much.